Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the English podcast with Mandy and Mark. I'm Mandy.
And I'm Mark. We're so happy to have you here for another exciting episode. Remember, the more you practice, the more confident you'll become in your English speaking abilities.
Today, we're going to talk about something that's close to everyone's heart, family. We'll be learning some simple words and phrases that will help you talk about your own family.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to tell us about your family members, their ages, maybe even a fun fact or two. Stay tuned for a vocabulary breakdown and some interactive exercises where you can test your knowledge in the comments below.
So, Mark, tell me a little bit about your family. Do you have any siblings?
Sure. I have one sister. She's 2 years younger than me. We get along really well, even though we're quite different. She's very artistic and creative, while I'm more into sports and the outdoors.
That's nice to hear. It sounds like you have a good relationship with her. What do your parents do?
My dad is an architect. He designs buildings, which I think is really cool. He's always drawing plans and making models. My mom's a teacher. She teaches elementary school, so she's really patient and great with kids.
Wow, it sounds like your parents have really interesting jobs. What about your grandparents? Are they still living?
Yes, all 4 of my grandparents are still alive and kicking. They all live close by, so we see them quite often. My mom's parents live in a big house with a huge garden, and they love to have the whole family over for barbecues in the summer.
That sounds lovely. Family gatherings are always so much fun, aren't they? Do you have any traditions or special things you do together as a family?
Definitely. Every year for Christmas, we all go to my grandparents' house and have a big Christmas Eve dinner. We exchange gifts, sing carols, and just enjoy each other's company. It's my favorite time of year.
It sounds like you have a really close-knit family, Mark. That's wonderful.
We do. What about you, Mandy? Tell me about your family.
Well, I come from a rather large family. I have 2 older brothers and a younger sister. It was always a lively house full of laughter and, of course, the occasional argument.
Haha, I can imagine. Big families can be a lot of fun.
They definitely are. My parents are both retired now, but my dad used to be a mechanic and my mom worked as a nurse. They're enjoying their retirement, traveling, and spending time with their grandchildren.
That's great to hear they're enjoying themselves. So, lots of nieces and nephews running around then?
Oh, absolutely. Between my siblings and I, we have a total of 8 kids. It's like a party every time we all get together.
Wow, 8. You definitely have your hands full, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. We have a big family dinner every Sunday after church. It's a tradition we've had since I was a little girl, and it's something I always look forward to.
That sounds like a wonderful tradition. It's great that you're able to maintain those family connections.
It really is special.
Now that we've shared a bit about our families, let's go over some of the key vocabulary words we used. It's a good idea to jot these down and try using them when you talk about your own family.
Absolutely. Mark, why don't you start us off with the first word?
Okay, so the first word is siblings. Siblings are your brothers and sisters. For example, I have one sibling, my younger sister.
Right, and the word parents is used to refer to your mother and father. It's a common term used when talking about your family.
And don't forget grandparents. That's what we call the parents of our parents, so your grandfather and grandmother.
We also talked about aunts and uncles. An aunt is the sister of your mother or father, and an uncle is the brother of your mother or father.
And then we have cousins. Cousins are the children of your aunts and uncles.
And lastly, nieces and nephews. Your nieces are the daughters of your siblings, and your nephews are the sons of your siblings. Now it's time for some exercises to test your understanding. Don't forget to answer in the comments section below. We love hearing from you.
All right, first question. How many siblings do I have? and what's their relation to me?
Next, what does Mark's father do for a living? What about his mother?
And here's an interesting one. Where do Mandy's parents like to spend their time now that they are retired?
Finally, tell us about a fun family tradition that you have. We'd love to hear about how you celebrate with your loved ones.
That's all the time we have for today's episode. We hope you learned some useful vocabulary and had fun talking about families with us.
Remember, practicing is key to improving your English. Use these new words and phrases when you talk about your own family and friends. Thanks for joining us on the English podcast with Mandy and Mark. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fun English lessons. See you next time.